Hey guys, Winnie from the future here. Okay, so I thought I would just put out a quick disclaimer. I filmed this video a few weeks ago, just before we were gonna come out of a lockdown, and I thought this would be useful when we're in lockdown or when we're like, you know, locked up in the house. I just hope that it helps someone out there that's kind of mentally having to prepare for another kind of restriction. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. I just about managed during the first lockdown. I don't know about you, but I feel like I've needed things to help me cope and just to keep the momentum, to keep being productive, but also not be guilty if I don't want to do anything. There's no right way to act when you're in lockdown, but I just thought I would give you guys a few tips on how I've personally coped during lockdown. Do something that usually puts you in a good mood. I know that's kind of like self-explanatory, but when you're like stuck in a dark place and you're stuck in like a mental space where you're just like, what do I do with myself? I've got so much to do, I've got this to do, I've got that to do. It's overwhelming. Yes, that could be anything from reading, it could be lighting up a candle. Guys, I don't think anyone understands, like, scented candles are just, they just take self-care to a whole other level. I like to read a book, watch a movie. Like, for example, I use Netflix Party a lot, where I watch movies with other people, and that's also nice to like keep in contact with my friends. I know during the first lockdown, a lot of people were making banana bread. You know yourself, and if there's something that you usually do that makes you happy, do more of that. Now this is kind of like underrated. I kind of let myself slip back a little bit when it comes to keeping contact with friends, but the minute that I am back in contact with my friends, I just feel refreshed and I feel good for it. I feel good for having caught up with them, and I feel like it's kind of a bit like therapy because it just allows me that time to just vent. So I would say slot in some time to speak with your friends. For example, on the days that you would have met up with them for dinner or lunch, slot them in and then use that time to just FaceTime them. You're all going through the same thing, and it's easy to kind of slip back and just kind of isolate yourself, which is just not going to be healthy for your mental well-being. Have a check-in buddy. Kind of similar to the last point, but it's even more intentional. Making sure that you have someone that you can go to, and vice versa, and you just kind of have a time in the week or every 2 weeks, whenever, just to kind of check in on each other. And how are you feeling? Like, how are you feeling about the lockdown so far? How are you feeling about whatever you've got in your life? What are you doing? What are your projects? Just kind of like an accountability partner slash check-in partner. Allow yourself to do absolutely nothing. It's okay to do absolutely nothing. You are well within your right to feel like you don't want to do anything. If you are usually a productive person, just take a step back, slow down a little bit, wake up and just do nothing. Watch YouTube videos if that's what you want to do. Stay in bed, sleep in a little bit. Whatever it is that you want to do, tell yourself that it's okay, because it is okay. It's not lazy to do nothing. If anything, it's actually productive because you're allowing your body to rest, your body and mind to rest, which means that when you are ready to be productive, you're going to be on top form. Practice gratitude. I found that this was really good for me because it meant that I was more aware of the things that I actually have versus the things that I strive to have. We're all guilty of always just wanting to chase after the next thing. Once we've got that, we're looking for this. That's fine. Like, it's really good to have that mindset of being ambitious. However, I feel like sometimes we can forget when we look around us, like we're actually blessed with so much. A roof over your head, food on the table, like a job. You're still lucky to even have a job during this pandemic, and even if you're not, you're healthy. You've got your family around you, you've got your friends, you know, you've got a support system. So many things that to be grateful for. A good exercise to do would be to write down a list of 5 things that you're grateful for each day. When you are feeling particularly low, refer back to that list and just read through it and reflect, and just remember that you are blessed in one way or another. Even if you don't have the job that you want to have, the item that you want to have, just remember that you have these things that you've written down on the list, just to kind of put things back into perspective. help other people. If you're feeling really overwhelmed during a specific time, helping someone else will actually help you. You're helping someone, in the process you're helping yourself as well. There's always something quite rewarding about helping others and just making sure that other people are okay. It means that you take your mind off yourself and you focus on that person. If you really look close around your circle, there are going to be people who need your help, or even if it's out in the community, people always need your help. I just want to say also that your feelings are perfectly valid. I hate when people say it could be worse, you know, you could be better off. However, like, everything is relative. Don't allow someone to just put your feelings down or to dismiss or diminish your feelings, because they're valid. We're in a pandemic, for goodness sake, and even if we weren't, your feelings are still valid. You're going through what you're going through. Meditation, literally just sitting still for a while. I haven't meditated in a very long time. I probably should, because yeah, like, I feel like when I did meditate, it did definitely help just calm me, because I can get easily irritated by like the smallest thing. So meditation, I found, was really useful. Literally just 10 minutes in a day. You can work your way up if you want, but I only do 10 minutes because after a while I fall asleep because I'm just like, my eyes are closed, I'm comfy, see ya. It just really allows you to just focus on your breathing, focus on the present, focus on where you are now, and just shut off everything, all the thoughts that are going on in your mind. Just shut all that off. Just put on like a soundtrack in the background on YouTube just to focus. It can be guided meditation. First lockdown I did that a lot, but over the second lockdown I feel like I'm gonna start implementing it a bit more, so that one is a good one as well. Set yourself a challenge, a lockdown challenge that you want to do. If there's something that, for example, you haven't been able to do, or something that you wouldn't have had time to do had you not been in a lockdown, set yourself that challenge. I would not have been able to save anywhere near how much I can save in a lockdown had we just been out and about working all year round. I took that as an opportunity and I set myself a saving challenge. By the end of the year, I want to have saved X amount, and for me that just kind of keeps me going, so that every time I get paid I'm like, right, let me just, you know, track my expenses, make sure that I put this in that account, bills, this, that. It's a nice feeling. It gives me some sort of responsibility for myself. Also, let someone know what you're doing, let your friend know or whatever, and just so they can hold you accountable. Get active. This is probably the one that it's weird, you know, because I know that being active is really good for you, and I know that it helps my mental health. However, there is just something in me that just doesn't want me to like get up and do it. I feel like it's all about being intentional. So in the morning, set out your clothes, buy your dress up, so that when you wake up you will just pop your clothes on without thinking and just kind of do some form of exercise, even if it's like 10 minutes of intense, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever. I like to do some Pilates every now and then in the mornings. I must admit that I don't do as much exercise as I should. For me, it's all about my mental health. I mostly do it now for mental health. No, I can't come and stress myself out because of image and because I want to be looking voluptuous. I'm not gonna lie, I put on a lot of happy weight over lockdown. I put on a lot of happy weight, you know, like when you just, you know, you just go with the wind. Like, you just eat this and you eat that and you eat this and you eat that. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. It is what it is. Like, if I want to lose a few pounds, I'll do that, but I'm not gonna obsess over it. The minute you do it, the endorphins that it releases just puts you in such a better mood, such a better space, and you just have a positive outlook on life. If you don't already do exercise, add exercise into your routine. It can literally just be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, quick workout, just to get a bit of sweat, you know, adrenaline pumping. I would also recommend speaking to someone professionally. I am looking at a few therapists that I want to, you know, consider, and I have heard a lot of people say that therapy has really helped them. Therapy should be something that you do the same way you go to the doctors. You should go to therapy. If your mental health goes downhill, everything else goes downhill. Like, so it's just about making sure you really look after yourself. I feel like it will definitely help, and that's definitely something that I'm gonna do as well. Thank you for watching this video. Comment down below if you have any suggestions as well on how you've coped or managed. And subscribe as well. Subscribe to my channel, guys, for more interesting content